Start with the story. Brand Building in a Narrative Economy. Written by Kristian Alomá. Read by me, the author. This book is dedicated to my partner, Courtney, and our two children, Athen and Avery. You are the beginning, middle, and end of my favorite stories. Introduction. Marketing makes me angry. Skincare ads tell customers the only way they'll be beautiful is if they use their products to improve their complexion. Insurance companies play up the risks of tragedy, leading customers to pursue purchases out of anxiety rather than security. Toy manufacturers tell children which toys are for girls and which are for boys, causing subtle shame when a child wants to play with a toy designed for another gender. It saddens me to see campaigns built on emotional exploitation. As a brand strategist with a Ph.D. in psychology, I've watched our industry largely use psychology to manipulate behavior rather than inspire action. The above examples reveal marketing at its worst. But you don't have to look far to recognize how our industry has leveraged a cold and Pavlovian approach to marketing. We've largely treated customers like hungry animals, trying to associate our products and services with the stimulus that gets them to salivate. We look for certain words and images that will trigger the desired response, no matter the impact on the customer. If a Pavlovian relationship with your customers feels wrong, you're likely to agree with what I say next. Marketing can feel disingenuous. It can seem like the bottom line is the only metric that matters, and I wonder if it has to be that way. Marketing can be manipulative. I worry that some of the tactics used in marketing are unfair to the customer. Marketers don't always think about the customer's best interests. Sometimes I wonder whether we're doing right by the customer, and I'm concerned that I'm complacent in tactics that don't fully represent me or my organization. So many marketers tell me they feel deflated. They worry that making a sale is more important than making a positive impact in someone's life, or growing the business and doing what's best for the customer are mutually exclusive. We often treat the customer as an afterthought or a data point to track, rather than the focus of our efforts as marketers. But while the ethical concerns I have about marketing are what I feel most passionate about, that's not the only problem today's marketers face. Traditional marketing is inconsistent. Something that works one week might not the next. Traditional marketing is unpredictable. This industry is temperamental. So even when I get something right, it doesn't mean it will continue to work in the future. Traditional marketing feels like gambling. Sometimes I feel like I'm throwing darts at a dartboard, but the value of the bullseye is constantly in flux. If you agree with those statements to any degree, you're not alone. I talk with marketers from all over the world who feel the exact same way. Marketers want more predictability. They want more certainty or clarity so that they can confidently build a new initiative. Yet no matter how many frameworks they use to define their marketing strategy, there's one factor that always throws a wrench in even the best laid plans: human beings. Their behavior can be unpredictable. Their emotions can be complex and difficult to understand. And their choices can appear illogical or irrational. The result is a marketing strategy that works great one week, but for no obvious reason flops the next. Marketing to these customers with traditional frameworks is like loading a ship with cargo, but not equipping it with any sails. It will inevitably drift and might find land, but it will be no thanks to the captain. Inconsistent and imprecise results are a major problem, considering that the goal of marketing is to attract the right people, motivate them to take a specific action, and inspire loyalty over and over again. We need a clearer and more complete understanding of how people think to do our jobs effectively. The good news is it is possible to meet and exceed your goals without sacrificing your conscience. You can build campaigns that are predictable and effective. You can do right by the customer and build a profitable company. And there is no role better suited to accomplishing both than you, the marketer. Building a better brand. What is a better brand anyway? It is both effective and mutually beneficial. It's built on the understanding that the customer is a person, not just a consumer. And when we prioritize the relationship between a company and its loyal fans in our marketing plans, we can do the impossible. We can harmoniously exceed the bottom line and positively impact the customer. Historically, psychology hasn't been an integral part of the marketing framework. We need a new model that relates to the customer in a meaningful way, that uses principles of psychology to weave a company into customers' lives. This methodology
Sample complete. Ready to continue?